There are many who hop on that train of chasing the dream for fortune and fame. But those who already have it, some are really on a mission. So let's chat with our guest right here on JQLM Radio's special edition. Music, Hip Hop Detective by Rockcott on Pixabay.com. Hey everybody, it's your girl Lady J. Welcome back to another episode of JQLM Radio's special edition right here on JQLM Radio, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. And of course, I have another dope guest here on JQLM Radio stopping by to say hello and chat with us for a little bit. But before I bring in our guest, of course, we must get those formalities out of the way. So if this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio, and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, this is what you would share. If you'd like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in to JQLM Radio, this is what you would share. You can tune in live by downloading the JQLM Radio app on your Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live via Alexa, the TuneIn app, the Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find on our website, where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com/JQLM-radio. Or just visit egoentertainmentnet.com and click the button right there on the home page. You can also connect with us via our website or social media at JQLM Radio. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Additionally, you can email us at jqlmradio@gmail.com. Find us under our parent company, Ego Entertainment Network, on social media at EGOENTNET. That's Ego Ent Net. You can also follow us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And last but not least, make sure you like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network. All right, now that you know how to tune in, our guest, y'all, is an actor and director, but he actually plays on one of television's longest running soap operas and a few other things as well. And you'll know what I'm talking about when we bring him in. So let's introduce Jermaine Alexander and welcome him to JQLM Radio's special edition. Hi, Jermaine. How are you? Let's see. Let's get him in here. Hey, now I can see you.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm well, and yourself?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Good. Thank you for agreeing to be a part.
Of course.
So before we get into actually, what shows you're on and what you do and things of that sort, can you tell everybody just a little bit about your background, like where you're from and what you like to do in your spare time?
Okay. Well, I'm from Oakland, California, Bay Area. Moved to LA 12, 13 years ago. Love entertainment, so acting, directing, editing, played tennis, basketball, down to earth person, I like to say. I'm just out here trying to make it happen. Yeah.
Well, that's good. So, if the people, I'm sure some people, for those who are watching and not just listening on air, I'm pretty sure they recognize your face from maybe General Hospital or Young and the Restless. So tell us a little bit about, before you got on those shows, before you were casted for those, tell us a little bit about your background in acting and directing, because it's my understanding that you started out in theater.
Right. Well, I started out in music.
Okay.
in Oakland, California, I was a part of FAD, Fighting Against Drugs, Drum Corps. And we traveled the world and stuff like that. And so I got that love for performing. And then in high school, I started theater with Lorraine Hansberry's play, Raisin in the Sun. So that was my first taste at it. And then I went to school for it. And that started my bug of like, okay, well, how do I get on television? You know, watching soap operas with my grandmother and aunt growing up. That's when it was like, okay, we got to figure out how to do it. And so we auditioned. So that's how it started.
Okay, all right. That's good. Now, first of all, I like the name of that. So I'm always for projects or, you know, I'll say shows that have a message behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what was that like? Do you prefer doing things like that over acting on television, or do you love them both equally?
That's a beautiful question because it's a process, right? So when I started out doing it, it was just selfish. I wanted to entertain people. I just wanted to have fun.
Hmm.
But as I grew up and realizing who I am in this world as a Black man, I want to do stories that are important, that touch people and make people, question how they, interact with other people and kind of want to
Hmm.
change. And I think that's become a part of my purpose and passion, which led me also into directing. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about how you landed a role on General Hospital and Young and the Restless. Because I've been watching. Now I never watched General Hospital. I watched that one time and I wasn't
Oh,
there.
yeah, that
I
wasn't
didn't like it
yours.
that much. But but I started out watching Young and the Restless from. I mean, I had to be like 3 or 4 because my grandmother used to be into it. God rest her soul. And it was like once I got older and some of the characters changed, it just wasn't the same. I think Victor was my favorite person on there,
He's
but
still there.
but and then it just seemed like everybody was sleeping with somebody else's husband and wife. So I was like, nah, it's not the same as it used to be. So tell me how you let it roll on there and what do you think about it?
Same. Watching with the grandmother. Everybody's sleeping with somebody. Somebody's pulling from somebody's family. Somebody's robbing it's drama, daytime drama. Uh, but I mean, it was, and it's funny to follow this up with that. It was a dream. It was a dream. I wanted to be in the drama, but
Uh-huh.
we just auditioned. Like I was telling you, coming from the stage and trying to cross over into television, you have to audition for these people. And
Hmm.
I'm nowhere where I want to be yet in my career, but just to give you guys some insight, you audition to be on these shows, and there's tiers. So
Hmm.
making appearances places, just so I can get to know these casting directors, get to know these people on these shows, and I just show up, and I'm grateful to book these jobs because even though if they're what some people consider small parts,
Hmm.
it's an opportunity to work and to meet the people so that they get to know who you are, and in the future
Hmm.
have longevity in the career or in that show or job or whatever. So I'm in a beautiful space because I just feel like I'm getting to know everyone. Mhm.
Awesome. Awesome. So, real quick before we move into the next phase in our last 6 minutes of the show, tell me, do you prefer a lot of drama like that in your real life, or is your real life peaceful? Is it more peaceful than what
No.
is on show?
You sent me back to Friday when he was like, no, why you bring me over here to talk to these nice people? Um, Absolutely not. And I think the older that I get, I didn't realize the type of drama that was in my personal life. Now
Uh-huh.
it's like, oh, what is this? No, no, no. I'm literally like NASCAR in it out here. We're
Hmm.
swerving, we're going around them because there's really no time for it. Because when you have a dream that's not connected to, uh, you know, well, how should I even say that? You just want to dodge that. You don't. It stops you. It holds you down.
Right.
And my objective or my motto is we're trying to make it happen. We're trying to make it work. And if you're trying to make something work, all that stuff is counterproductive.
Right. Right.
I just keep it
Absolutely.
pushing. I don't ask too many questions.
Absolutely. So, not only are you an actor, but you actually directed and produced in the past. you wrote, directed, and acted in California Dreaming, and then
Mhm.
you directed a film called um, Foreseen, and it's on
Yeah.
Prime. So tell us a little bit about being behind the camera.
Oh, wow. Well, those two projects there, that was my hustle and bustle stage. So that's
Hmm.
when I was like, I just need to get experience because I had applied to grad school for filmmaking and acting. I didn't get in. I got into
Hmm.
undergrad and did that.
Hmm.
But when I didn't get into those institutions, I said, well, there's nothing to it but to do it, not to sound like a broken record, but I just got some friends together, got a camera. I understand actors because I'm an actor, so I knew how to get people together and understand what the scene is about. Like, what are we doing here? And
Hmm.
uh, I know how to edit, so I also edited those projects, which is a blessing to have that skill because now I was able to cut out people so that I can get something done. Because that's what's
Right.
a lot of people here in LA is, okay, well, how
Hmm.
much money do we have? How are we going to do this? Oh, that person's not going to do
Yep.
that. Oh, they stole
Save
our.
on overhead. When you keep your overhead costs low, you
Absolutely.
can,
And
work
I know you
wonders.
know. Yeah, I know just about
Yes.
the conversation that we had. So that's been a beautiful discovery because that's what it was. It was a discovery. I couldn't have planned that.
Awesome. And I just wrote, directed, and produced my first film, and really it's going to be my only project that I do on an ongoing basis, because I'm not interested, okay, at
Right,
all.
right, right.
But it's something that God gave me to do, to turn people's real stories, and my stories including that, into a visual for people, to help them understand that suicide is preventable, because that's what it's about, suicide prevention. And so I commend you, and those of you who are into that, because woo, let me tell you, it's a lot of work.
It's
It's
a
a
lot of work.
lot of work.
A lot of work is being done out here. It ain't for the weak. you know.
No, no.
Um, and just to transition to this documentary series that I'm doing,
Hmm.
this has really changed my life in terms of basically what we're just talking about, just having all these skills and trying to figure it all out, and
Hmm.
then meeting my one of my dreams, which was to work with Danny Glover. He's the reason why I'm actually
Wow.
watching. Well, also A Raisin in the Sun when he did that, but it was
Hmm.
truly The Color Purple. And I said, okay, I want to do that, but I was also enthralled by the cinematography and the editing on that. And so
Right.
being involved with his theater company, I had the access to say, I think I'm the one to make a documentary about this company. And it went from a documentary to a docu-series that I'm excited to come out into the world next year. So very excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations on that. And wow, what an accomplishment to be able to work with Danny Glover, because I love him.
He's
He
the
is
man.
one of the best actors. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, can you tell us what other projects are coming up? What do you have coming up,
Mhm.
so that we all can go support, watch, or what things do you have now or newly released?
Absolutely. So right now I'm on Based on a True Story. I'm making an appearance on season 2. So if you guys have Peacock out there, go to Peacock, Based on a True Story. I'd say go to episode 5 just to watch me, but it's actually a good show. So watch the whole show. My mom gonna see this. She was like, "Boy, shut up." But anyway, um, there's that, and then so I'm also working on a short film right now with an amazing actress by the name of Melissa Kay. So that should come
Mhm.
out sometime mid next year. She's living her horror dream. It's a horror film, so
Ooh,
I'll post a trailer sometime soon. So follow me there, and
yes.
then yeah, I'm just excited about this series, this docu series.
That's
So
awesome.
stay
Awesome.
tuned for
Congratulations on
that.
everything.
Oh
You have to
wait,
let me know. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I cannot go off here without saying that there's a soundtrack involved. there's
Oh, okay.
Yes, and the
All right.
music's already available. That was released earlier this month or late last month, and it's on YouTube. It's under Theater While Black. So if you just type
Mhm.
in Theater While Black, it should pop up. We got some great artists on there. Pop Culture's on there. Um, who else is on there? We have Lauren Bird, amazing gospel artist on there. Beautiful gospel song on the album.
Mhm.
We got some hip hop. We got some pop rock, rap on there. I'm a 90s kid, so it was all about soundtrack. So I couldn't get off here without saying that.
Listen, I understand. I have his whole soundtrack for mine too. That released September 1st, so I understand. some of our best, some of the best songs, of our era, it came from a soundtrack anyway. So yes, I definitely agree. Congratulations on that. And you have to let me know when you're casting for your next project. I have people that, hey, shoot over to you, go audition.
Okay,
So
I'll hold you to it too.
hey, please do, please do. So last but not least, before we close out, can you share let's say, an encouraging word, or maybe give some tips to someone who may, be scared or have some reservations about going after their dream? Because I heard you mention about not getting into a school, and sometimes we forget that sometimes when God gives us gifts and He calls us to do things,
Mhm.
He qualifies the called. You don't have to already be qualified to be called. So, can
Yeah,
you give maybe a tip or some encouragement to someone out there?
absolutely. Keep people around you who actually see you and who want you to win. I have the most amazing manager, Dolores Cantu, and
Hmm.
I'm doing all these things, but when you're working so much, sometimes you get things over your eyes and over your head, and you kind of don't step out as who you really are. And
Right.
she's like, you're amazing. Go out there, and she made sure that I knew that. We would sit down and role play. I think people should do that. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Like if you think
Right.
you're great, don't be afraid to say that. I'm not
Absolutely.
saying that oh, I'm great, but it's like it's nothing wrong with being confident or
Right.
realizing that you have these skills, or
Right.
whatever it is. You could be a people person. That's a quality, a great quality. So I
Right.
think be honest with yourself. What are you good at?
Absolutely. So, how can people connect with you and support you?
Ooh, okay. Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting random things on there, and that's how you stay connected. It's I am Jermaine Alexander, and you put an underscore between each word. So it's I underscore am underscore Jermaine underscore Alexander.
All
Yes.
right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, look, guys, I want you to go and make sure you go follow him, support Jermaine Alexander. Listen, this has been fun. Thank you so much for stopping by JQL on Radio Special Edition and speaking with me. It has been such an honor
Lady
to
J,
interview
it's good to talk to you.
you. Yeah, so listen, y'all, make sure y'all go check out his projects, go get that soundtrack. And you
Yes.
said Theater While Black, right?
Theater While Black, isn't it? It's spelled Theatre.
All right, all right. Like the stage theaters, y'all.
Exactly.
TRE. All right, not TER. So so listen, make sure y'all go check it out. Go follow him on Instagram. Go support, support, support. And you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. Leave a shout out. Let them know that you heard him right here on JQL on Radio Special Edition. All right,
Absolutely.
guys. So that wraps up our interview for today. This is your girl, Lady J, and you've been tuned in to JQLM Radio Special Edition right here on JQLM Radio, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. And until next time.